Welcome to Georgia, an international business success story and strategic trade hub between the East and West for centuries. Over the past decade, Georgia has seen rapid economic growth with a surge of foreign direct investment. Today, the country connects 2.3 billion people to booming businesses through a network of free trade agreements. It offers access to many markets, including the EU, UK, Turkey, and China, providing a gateway to great business. The capital, Tbilisi, has been transformed in the 21st century into a vibrant, modern business destination. Enterprise Georgia is leading the charge in promoting entrepreneurship, exports, and investment into key sectors. At the helm is CEO Michael Girurelli.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely welcome. Please enjoy visit.
What is so unique about the strategic location of Georgia?
I think the location of Georgia has always been kind of a main decisive factor for the investors and generally the society to be interested in Georgia, because we sit at the crossroads of Europe and Asia, giving us a very competitive advantage of being flexible in terms of serving both consumer markets, including, for example, China, including European Union. So especially now when we see a lot of geopolitical turbulences around the region, Georgian trade corridor is becoming even more important. We see a lot of increase in the trade and traffic. That's why we have a lot of investments in logistical centers, dry ports, and warehouses. I think that is one part of it. Also the cultural similarities to the West, but also very unique.
Where are the business opportunities that exist here in Georgia?
That's an interesting question. I think, first of all, I would say real estate. It's almost like a no-brainer for investors to invest in residential, commercial, and mixed-use real estate, because we see a lot of demand on that. And organically, that sector stimulates another growth in energy sector, because if we have more residential, more commercial, more people living in Georgia, that means that there will be increasing demand on the electricity. That means we need more supply. So that's why we have so many international companies investing in HPPs, hydropower plants, solar power plants, and wind power plants. Another thing is definitely sectors like PPO and IT, because those type of companies are looking for the talent. 55% of the Georgian population is below the age 40, and they speak fluent languages like German, English, French, and other European languages. And that's the talent that those investors are looking for. And finally, I would say logistics, because of the geographical location and a lot of geopolitical tensions around the world. Our strategic location as a corridor plays an important role and is attracting a lot of interest from investors.
Georgia's tech, IT, and integrated services ecosystem is rapidly evolving. With a young talent pool and governmental support, the country is becoming a destination of choice for innovation and investment. Multinational company Concentrix has been here since 2021. The company provides customer experience and digital solutions for many of the world's biggest and best-known brands, as well as up-and-coming disruptors.
Alper, thank you so much for having us. Alper, why did Concentrix choose Georgia as its base for operations?
We chose Georgia because there are many important factors when it comes to our business. First is about people, because without great people, you cannot do a great job. So in Georgia, we have seen very good demographics that supports our business ends. The population is young and very well educated. That's one of the biggest factors that pulls out. And also the cultural aspect is very important, because it's easy to do business in Georgia.
What advice would you give to other tech firms considering Georgia as a location?
Well, when they come, first of all, they need to engage with Enterprise Georgia, because it's a very good entrance point. And second is, they should come here. Although they are tech firm, they can do everything virtually, but they need to come here and also see the culture so that they can find the real talent who will fight for them.
How do you see the technology and services sector here continue to grow in the coming years?
It will definitely grow. Last year we grew 60%. Next year we are targeting 100%, because the economy of Georgia is expanding and growing, and the government is willing to subsidize more and more.
And then you bring in the people and you've got everything that you need, right?
Yes, exactly.
The government has been instrumental in creating a stable and supportive business environment and promoting pro-industry initiatives within the country.
What role does free trade agreements play in positioning Georgia to international investors?
This is very important to attract investments because they can partner with Georgian companies. So this is very important to attract quality investments and know-how. This can have a spillover effect on our economy and, of course, increase competitiveness and also productivity in the country, bring new technologies.
What initiatives are in place to promote more innovation?
Without innovation and technologies, we cannot be globally competitive. So we established the Georgian Innovation and Technology Agency, which is a major driver to foster innovation and technologies in the country. We established major tech centers and innovation centers in almost all regions.
Georgia has managed to maintain a really stable geopolitical environment. Can you speak to how this stability is really creating Georgia as a hub to foreign investors?
This is crucial, this is fundamental to make a stable and predictable environment for investors. And this also helped us to attract more than $5 billion FDIs in the last 3 years. And next 4 years, 2028, we target $9 billion investments in our economy, which is again very ambitious. How we achieve this? We demonstrated that we are a reliable partner for international community. Additionally, macroeconomic stability is very important, and this is also a very strong message to international investors. Right now, we keep our public debt below 40% to GDP. It's actually 38% right now. Our budget deficit is below 3%. Also, we keep inflation low, but we also run very prudent monetary policy.
How optimistic are you about the future?
We are absolutely optimistic. It's not our subjective forecast and estimation that Georgia's economy will grow very fast. According to IMF forecast, Georgia will grow over 5% next 5 years. So it's a breakthrough from the existing status.
Georgia is clearly open for business. There are many reasons why investors are optimistic.
We had 9.7% aggregate average economic growth in 3 years' time. And I think that shows how resilient Georgian economy was. And going forward, of course, we're going to keep the policies and also creating new policies, new incentives. So we always try to be and to stay on the top of the game.
As the sun sets on my time here, I leave this vibrant city with a strong sense of its ability to be a gateway to great business.